Kicking off my 2019 LEGO minifigure collection series is the Powerpuff Girls, which was an awesome 90s Cartoon Network show that I grew up on, along with many other great cartoons from the 90s. And there are 5 minifigures that have been released so far. First up, we have Mojo Jojo, one of the arch enemies of the Powerpuff Girls. And here is Buttercup, the green Powerpuff Girl, known for being brash, sassy, and powerful. And here is Blossom, the pink Powerpuff Girl, the semi-level-headed leader of the group. And next is Bubbles, known for being cute, bubbly, and a little ditzy. And last of the minifigures is one of their villains, Princess Morebucks, who was always out causing trouble for them. The Powerpuff Girls were first introduced to LEGO in the LEGO Dimensions series, and these 2 villains were added later in sets that were recently released. I think it's great that LEGO's branching out and trying out some new things by introducing 90s cartoons like the Powerpuff Girls, and there are tons of other great, hilarious characters that would look awesome in minifigure form, so I hope LEGO continues to reach out into new areas. With everyone currently waiting for Avengers Endgame next month, I thought it was a good time to show off my Marvel villain collection from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So here are all the villains that I've collected. There's a few others out there still that I don't have, but I'd like to show off the ones I do. So here are the Captain American villains, Red Skull, Winter Soldier, and Crossbones. Here are the villains from Iron Man 3, the Mandarin, and Aldrich Killian. Here are some of Thor's villains, Loki, who's in all the Thor films and some of the Avengers, and Hela, his sister. Here's the Skrull leader Talos from Captain Marvel, which just came out. The Black Panther villains, Eric Killmonger and Ulysses Klaue, who also appeared in Age of Ultron. The Avengers 2 villains, Baron von Strucker, who's just at the beginning, and Ultron. Some of the Guardians of the Galaxy villains, Ronan the Accuser, Aisha, and Taserface. Ant-Man villains, Yellow Jacket and Ghost. And then the Spider-Man Homecoming villain, Vulture. And lastly, we have Thanos' adopted children, the Black Order. And I also included some of the drone kind of soldiers, the Chitauri, Ultron's minions, Berserkers, the Outriders from Infinity War. And just for fun, let's do my top 10 favorite MCU villains in minifigure form. Number 10, we have Yellow Jacket, a man who invented a deadly suit and was willing to do anything to sell it to make some money and or kill people with it. Number 9, we have Red Skull, a literal Nazi who was a perfect standoff to Captain America in the 1940s. Number 8, we have Ronan the Accuser. He's a simple guy. He just wants to destroy planet Xandar and get his hand on an Infinity Stone. What's not to like about that plan? Number 7, we have Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, who later became a good guy, but he was terrifying in the Winter Soldier when he faced off against Cap America. Number 6, we have Hela, the goddess of death, who, with her spears and swords flying everywhere, was quite the foe for Thor. Number 5, we have Ultron, an artificial intelligence gone wrong, made by good people. Who'd have thought? Number 4, we have the Vulture. The thing I like about the Vulture is he's just a down-to-earth, regular guy who's just trying to make a business and get a little revenge and willing to stop anyone who gets in his way. Number 3, Eric Killmonger, who wanted revenge against the guy who he saw as a threat to his history and revenge for his father. Number 2, we have Loki, who is another good guy now, but was very bad and mischievous back when he was in the early days of the MCU. And of course, number 1, we have Thanos, who came and conquered the Avengers and gathered the Infinity Stones and wiped out half the universe in one snap. What's not to respect about a villain like that? So that's my top 10 and all of my MCU villains. It's quite a collection, and I hope to see it grow some more. And here's to Avengers Endgame coming out next month. There'll be some more. What's better than Marvel villains, you ask? Marvel Heroes, that's what. Here is my collection of heroes from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which started with Iron Man in 2008 and is still ongoing, with the most recent film being Captain Marvel this year. Here's the whole gang. Let's see if we can break them down into smaller groups and show them off. So first we have the Avengers from the Avengers film, Hawkeye, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, and Black Widow. Next we have S.H.I.E.L.D. members Agent Coulson, Nick Fury, Maria Hill, and Agent Carter. Guardians of the Galaxy from Outer Space, Groot, Rocket Raccoon, Nebula, Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, and Mantis. And here are some of the newer Avengers: Vision, Scarlet Witch, Falcon, and War Machine. Here are Ant-Man and the Wasp. Next up we have Doctor Strange, accompanied by Wong and Mordo, who may or may not be a villain someday. Next, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, standing by himself, but he's got a lot of Marvel friends. Black Panther with his bodyguard, sister, girlfriend, and the Winter Soldier who's been living in Wakanda. And last, we have our space venturers, Captain Marvel, Valkyrie, and Goose the cat. And like the villains, I'm going to do a top 10 favorite MCU heroes, but these are my favorite heroes. You probably have different choices, so don't get mad at me for what I like, because I'll respect what you like. Please comment on your favorite heroes below. Let's get started. At number 10, I have the Hulk, who I didn't enjoy as a kid, but I enjoy him a lot in the MCU. He's really developed as a character. At number 9, Captain Marvel, who's a newcomer. I really enjoyed how she pretty much went Super Saiyan at the end of her film and destroyed an entire Kree fleet. What's to not like about that? At number 8, Ant-Man, a very unique character who was brought to life by Paul Rudd and is very funny and has some unique powers that I've really enjoyed seeing on the big screen. Number 7, Gamora, the adopted daughter of Thanos. She's come a long way as a character. I really enjoyed her story with Thanos in Infinity War, and hopefully we'll see her some more in the future. Who knows? Number 6, Star-Lord, who helps soften Gamora's heart. He's an Earthling who's brought a lot of character and charisma to the universe through music. Number 5, the thing I like about Black Panther is he's not just a superhero, he's a king, and him trying to balancing those two roles is what I really enjoy about his character. Number 4, we have Captain America, the patriotic leader of the Avengers, and he has come a long way from being the do-goody two-shoe guy to a hardened leader who does what needs to be done. Number 3, Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man as a kid. He's just a friendly, down-to-earth character, and Tom Holland has done a great job with him in the MCU. Number 2, Iron Man, the guy who brought to life the MCU. What's not to like about him? I'm a builder, he's a builder, I can respect everything he's done, and I wish I was more like Iron Man, especially I wish I was rich like Iron Man. And number 1, Thor. Thor's really impressed me. He wasn't my favorite at the beginning of the MCU, but he's come a long way through Ragnarok and Infinity War, and he's just such a cool character. I really enjoy seeing him on the big screen, and these are all awesome. Next up on the LEGO Collection series is LEGO Overwatch, a new series that came out in 2019 and came with 6 sets. I fortunately have every one of the minifigures, and they are all awesome. I really appreciate the time and effort spent on all of these characters. They have so much detail, and they just pop to life. They're very colorful and very alive. And let's take a look at each one of the characters that they have brought with this new series. Tracer, who was the first minifigure announced. Reaper, who has 2 versions of himself. Big figure Winston. Diva, who comes with her own mech, as well as Reinhardt, and he has a unique helmet and a unique hair. Genji, Mercy, Soldier 76, Widowmaker, Hanzo, a Shimada henchman, Farah, and finally McCree to top them all off. The amazing thing about this Overwatch series is I'm a gamer, but I'm terrible at these kind of games, so I haven't really played Overwatch much, but these minifigures are so awesome it made me want to get them. So even if you don't like Overwatch, you should check out these minifigures. They make a great addition. And next up for our LEGO minifigure collection series, we have the Lego Movie, Part 1 and Part 2. Here is a version of the Lego Movie logo with a little 1 and a little 2 on the sides. That was kind of a unique thing to build, having the different angles show up there. So let's take a look at the minifigures that are a part of this universe. I really enjoy the Lego movies. I think they're hilarious, they're clever, they are fresh, so it's fun to see all these characters that they've added to the Lego universe. Let's take a look. We have Emmett Brokowski, The Chosen, Lucy or Wild Style, both the living and dead versions of Vitruvius, one of many versions of Unikitty, Benny, the Pilot, Metalbeard, the Pirate, the good and bad versions of Bad Cop, Lord Business, President Abraham Lincoln, one of the master builders, as well as William Shakespeare, another master builder. And from the second movie, we have Rex Dangervest and Sweet Mayhem. So yeah, this is a fun group of minifigures. If you don't have some of these Lego movie figures, I hope you can get them because they are a lively bunch. So thanks for joining us. Now here's a collection I've always wanted to get together, the SpongeBob SquarePants Lego lineup. It was difficult to get all these characters together, but I grew up on SpongeBob, loved watching SpongeBob as a kid, so I was willing to put in the effort to get all of these characters together. I've got most of them on Bricklink, and let's go through who we have here. First up, we have SpongeBob SquarePants, Patrick Star, Squidward, his neighbor, Sandy Cheeks, one of his best friends, Mr. Krabs, owner of the Krusty Krab, Plankton, enemy and owner of Chum Bucket, Mrs. Puff, the school instructor, the Flying Dutchman, and Robo SpongeBob. So yeah, these are fun. I like that Lego and Nickelodeon tried to make a few sets of their shows work, and it's fun to have them all together now. I use them in the Lego Field games to make a team also. So this was a fun one to get together. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Here we go with another Lego minifigure collections video. This time we have Angry Birds. Angry Birds started off as a mobile game. I remember back in 2010 where it seemed like everyone was playing Angry Birds on their phone, and its popularity propelled it to go into different mediums such as a movie, plush toys, and of course Lego. And I really enjoyed building this plaque. It's my favorite plaque I've built for one of these minifigure collection videos, so hopefully you like it as well. But I really like Angry Birds. They just look different as minifigures, and there's another movie coming out later this year, so hopefully we'll see a few more minifigures added to the series, who knows. But we have Red as one of the minifigures, Chuck, the yellow bird, Matilda, the white bird, Stella, who wasn't in the original game but is a nice addition, Bomb, the black bird, he was my favorite in the game, the mighty eagle, King Pig, and then a few other random pigs. There was a bunch of pigs they made for this series. So yeah, Angry Birds, fun, different. It's a good collection to any big Lego collection you're working on. So hopefully if you can pick up some, you can get some. I think they're fun. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good one. Bye.